In this video, I'm going to talk about usage insights. So now this is one of the feature within the Power Platform managed environment. Now usage insights basically gives you an insight uh, uh, about the apps and the users activities in a weekly digest email. Okay. Now the weekly digest email, as you see on the right hand side, you will receive this every week, and it will give you a nice bit of stats around the apps flows, the active app users, and then it will also suggest some information about cleaning those apps and flows. Okay, and it will list down the most popular apps as well. So we'll look those information now. Now, what all information the weekly digest email content has. So weekly digest email has an instructions to clean the app. Okay, if the app is either not being used or if that app is kind of stale within your environment. It lists down the most popular apps and flows so that those apps and flows gets traction and you promote those apps and flows within your environment more frequently. Then we have an information about last launched apps within the environment as well. Now, the statistical information we get to see is about active apps, active flows, active app users, so on and so forth. Now, remember, you need to first configure this usage insight. Then only you will be able to receive this email. And usually, admin gets an email about usage insights. Now, let me show you in action. So, I'm in the Power Platform Admin Center, and this is one of the environment which is managed environment configured. So, if I click on Edit Managed Environment, then if I scroll down, I see this section called as Usage Insights. Now here, let's read. Get adoption insights like top apps and flows within the environment. Now if you tick this on, it will say include insights for this environment in the weekly email digest. So you need to turn this on, okay, and then save the settings. Then only you will be able to receive an email. So admin will receive an email. Now, what if you want someone else to receive an email? So then there is an option to add additional recipients for this email digest. So if I click on that link, it will take me to the Power Platform Admin Center settings, and the settings is the weekly digest setting. And then here I can specify the email address of the person who should receive those email. Now this is all email address separated by semicolon. Okay, so let's read this. It says include data on most and least used resources in this tenant in a weekly email summary for tenant admins. For richer analysis, make sure tenant level analytics are turned on. Now, if you want to have those more insights, then you need to turn on those tenant level analytics. Now, here, this is that settings, analytics, enable tenant level analytics. If that is turned on, then you will get much more richer insights on what's happening in your tenant with regards to apps and flows. Settings are only available if the tenant has activated the managed environments. Okay, now that's how you get an email. Now, what sort of email you receive? Now, I have already received an email last week, so let me find that out. Yeah, so let me search for digest. Okay. Yep. So if you see this, you will receive an email from Microsoft Power Platform and says, see what happened in the three managed environment this week. So that means it gives you a stats on how many managed environment you have. Now this is like three managed environment I have. And if you see the analysis, it will show you that there are zero active apps, 17 active flows, zero active app users, and it will give you a list of consider cleaning this up. So we can, just by looking into this list, we can start uh, investigating what this app contains. Now, all these apps are like a first party app, so we don't want to remove portal management, power pages management, solution health, or package management view. But yes, all control is an app which I have created, which was never launched. So this is a good candidate for me to remove those apps. Now, similarly goes with flow as well. Now, there are a couple of flows which are coming from the Center of Excellence Starter Kit, so I don't want to remove that. However, if it is, there are some apps of flow which you have built and which has never been launched, or maybe the flow has stopped completely, then it's a good candidate to remove those. Now here it gives you a nice indication that data goes back to May 19, 2023, when tenant level analytics was enabled. So that means it will give you that date as well, which will tell you when did you enable the tenant level analytics. Also, it will list down the most popular Canvas apps and flows of the last month. Okay, so there are a couple of apps which you see over here, which has been run say 22 times or 21 times or 14 times. So this will give you an indication to an admin that, hey, these are the most popular apps and flows. So let's start productionizing those if it is not productionized. When I say productionizing means maybe this app or flow has been created by a user and it has become popular within your organization. So it's time to adopt this app and uh, elevate this app to more productionized version so that more productivity can be driven out of it, and it will help a wider audience within your organization rather than using those apps for a selected set of individuals or cohorts. Okay, now so this all things you can see over here, and also there is a nice button to add other environment to the manage environment. So it will take you to the again to the admins platform, power platform admin center, to add other environment to the manage environment features. Now if you click on here see all analytics, then it will take you to the analytics page. Now, analytics page can be accessed using Power Platform Admin Center under Analytics. So you can go into Power Apps or Power Automate. Now here, it will launch a Power BI dashboard, which will give you information about the usage, location, toast errors, service performance, and connectors. And it will show you which environment it is referring to. Okay, and I can change the filter. I can select the specific environment, and it will give you only information for the last 28 days. Okay, so you need to change the filter from here, and then once it is done, then it will give you a list of all the apps usage. Now there are no records over here for me, but if you have actually provisioned an app or flow, then it will list down those information. Okay, now here if I go into Power Automate, then I should be able to see some or the other information. Let me go into the correct environment. Then it will list down all the flows which has been triggered from this environment. As this environment is a managed environment, it will tell you how many flow runs has happened, how many were failed, how many was cancelled, what was the total run, what was a monthly run, what was a weekly run, daily run, and if there are any desktop flows which has been triggered, and how's the usage within your environment for that specific, say, Power Automate flows. Okay, so I can see over here there are so many Power Automate flows, desktop flows, which has been created, and this is the stats on how this cloud flow has trended. So that's it, folks. This is all about usage insights. You can explore further, and you can also see if there are any errors or if there are any connectors which has been utilized within this cloud flows and how they are sparing. Now, if you see the stats, it will give you an information about how the Cloudflow has failed, what was the issue, bad request, expression evaluation failed, action failed, bad gateway. So this is a nice way to troubleshoot the flows within your organization and try to make it up and running. So that's it. Thanks for watching.